Dungeon Master tip that nobody asked for, let's go. The scheduling monster has derailed many D&D and TTRPG campaigns. But there are ways to reduce its power. Here's 3 ways you can do that. Number 1, set up your game on a virtual tabletop. There's a lot of really great ones out there. I use Roll20, but you could also use Talespire or Fantasy Grounds. We've all been there. We have a session that night, but maybe a kid gets sick, maybe you have to go out of town for work. You still are able to play, just not in person. Well, if the game's already on a VTT, guess what? You can just move the game online that night. And don't get me wrong, playing in person with minis is really, really great, but you can still play in person on a VTT. That's what we do, and while our in-person games look more like a LAN party, it's still in person and it's still a lot of fun. Number 2, schedule your games out in advance. Let's say your campaign group that normally meets once a week hasn't been able to do so because just life. Oftentimes what I've found is it's much easier for players to commit to a once every other week or maybe once a month thing where it's more consistent but less frequent. A little less frequent but more consistent D&D is better than no D&D at all. And option 3, this one's a little more out there, so bear with me. Consider starting or turning your current campaign into a West Marches style campaign. This is a really great option for folks that want to play but have a schedule more chaotic than a goblin running around with a deck of many things. Really briefly, a West Marches style campaign is a campaign where each session starts and ends exactly the same way. Not really that different than, say, like a sitcom. You can almost think of it as a campaign that is a continuation of a bunch of one-shots. Let's say you normally play with 5 people, but only 3 are able to make it that night. Well, in a West Marches style campaign, those 3 people would get a mission, go do the mission, and at the end of the night, they'd go back to their hub, and then the next session, you would just whoever can make it, and you'll go on another mission. One of the campaigns I run is actually a West Marches style campaign, so if folks are interested, I'm happy to go into detail how I do it. So anyway, while the scheduling monster is an absolute behemoth, hopefully these tips can help bring its CR20 down to maybe a good 3 or 4. Best of luck out there.